Okay, so let's see how this works. This video, different game too. See if you guys enjoy this one. But should you, should you read Invincible? Should you read the comics? And my answer is going to be yes. Oh shit. But only after Season 3 ends, you bitch. I say read the comics after Season 3 ends because reading the comics gives you a newfound appreciation for what the show is actually doing. You might spoil yourself, but like you're reading the show, so like it won't really. And since you're reading the show 3 seasons in, you have the voice actors in your head as you're reading it. You can also put on music and the theme song and stuff as you're reading the show to like be more immersed. And it genuinely is just a great show and a great comic and a great read. Like it's really fucking good. And what's so good about it, I don't want to get spawn pigs, holy shit. And what you get from reading the show or reading the comics is genuinely just you're appreciative of everything the show is doing. Like you don't understand how much the show is adding until you read the comics. Like they are adding, like they're adding they're genuinely adding so much fucking stuff that the actual, like, no one's going to notice this stuff unless you read the comics, is what I'm trying to say. The fact that the animators go out of their way to make key scenes, like they remove some stuff, yeah, but the fact that you read the comics means that you get that more deeper appreciation of what the characters are trying to say and the story that it's trying to tell you. Like you genuinely understand more of the show, and that's good. It's a more backstory, and it's essentially combining the show and comic book into one, which is great because you get all the dialogue from the comics that the show can't put in, and from the TV show you get all the fights, all the extra stuff that the animation just wants to put in just because of it to flesh out the characters. Like, spoiler alert, but if you haven't seen the show while you're watching this video, but like it might get you into the show, cool. But after season 1, we all know what happens to Mark. And if you don't know, watch the show or read the comics. But after that, Debbie slips into alcoholism. And the show covers that, but not nearly enough that the comics does. So much so that Mark is dating Amber, goes inside his house, and he sees his mom passed out drunk on the floor. And Debbie and Amber can't come in, because that's obviously embarrassing for any kid to go through. And Debbie wakes up and she says, "Oh, Mark, why did you have to leave? Why couldn't it have been you that left and not Omni-Man? I'm so sad and depressed." 'Cause yeah, who wouldn't be? And the show did a really good job tackling this, but they didn't show that dialogue. They didn't show those little moments. And that's kind of what you miss if you don't read the comics. You miss these little moments. And it's not saying that the show didn't cover them. The show did a great job covering them. They showed the duality of Omni-Man and Debbie, like, perfectly. They perfectly encapsulated what it's like for Omni-Man to go through this, what it's like for Debbie to go through this, because they're both mourning and grieving in different ways. And I love that. And that's something you don't get if you just watch the show. And that's just one reason why I think you should watch the show. Because it gives you both perspectives. And it gives you the ultimate perspective. Because you understand, what the fuck are you doing? You understand every single point of view, every character, from like a technical standpoint. And that is something you don't get if you just... You don't get that if you just watch the show, is what I'm trying to say. And I think people just need to appreciate that. And need to understand... And they need to understand what the show is doing more. Like, In season 2, when the secrets come back, in season 2, it just presses that button. That's when it ends, full stop in the comics. But in the TV show, they show Eve getting attacked by the secrets, and they show Eve being taken over. They show a mortal being taken over, and they show another person being taken over. That isn't in the comics. That is pure fan service to give to the comic book readers. And another thing, when Mark is fighting Omni-Man back again on, when Mark meets his dad again in season 2, that fight in the cave is all added. That's all filler that the show decided to add for you. Same with Mark's reaction to meeting his dad. All of that is added and expanded upon to make the show better. But people that are watching the show for the first time don't understand that because they just notice the bad animation. They don't notice any of these changes because they haven't even read the comics. And me, who read the comics, am so pissed off because I know just how much they're adding for me. I know just how much they're adding for the fans. But people are so blinded by animation being quote-unquote bad that they're not noticing this stuff. And it sucks, because I'm sure the animators think they're doing a terrible job. And maybe not, actually. But, like, I don't know. That's just a few reasons why you should read the comic book. Because genuinely, it gives you the best of both worlds. You understand the show more, you understand the comics, and you're literally getting the ultimate universe. You're getting not how it's intended, but you're getting both sides of the same spectrum and combining them into one ultimate story. And that's Peak. Don't you want more of Peak? Don't you want more of the show? Why are you mad if we're giving you more? Like, come on now. This is kind of weird that this is what we're getting upset over nowadays. But yeah, have a good day. Stay safe. Bye. Am I still broadcasting? Oh, I am. Alright, 1v5, time to clutch. Oh! You have dropped. Eliminated all friendly. Boy's got nothing on me.
seconds and counting. Located a bomb.
Loading new mag. Shield deployed.
Changing mags. Planting toxin. Stand by shot. Reload. All set to you.
Compromised. Op 4, last operator standing. Spotted by hostiles. Fall back. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Clip it.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
Organ is ready. Use it.
Op 4 located.